Okay, hello. I I've just literally I was just on my way to bed and I got back up, turned the computer back on because I just thought about something, and this is maybe a sign of madness, but I was just thinking the French connection to England is the Channel Tunnel. Yeah, this is the French connection. Okay. And I was thinking, it's a train tunnel. It's an underground, yeah, like the subway tunnel. Yeah. I'm thinking, I think Madonna has been in Italy recently. I think it was Coin Researcher and said maybe that she was in. I can't remember now anyway, but I think she was in Italy at a horse race. Okay. Now, wouldn't it be interesting if she came back by, or at least partially the way, or was going to go through the Channel Tunnel, and there was going to be some kind of event take place with her death with the Channel Tunnel, the French connection. Yeah, we just had the stuff with the Strait of the Bering Strait. Yeah. Now we're looking at the Strait of Dover. Now, what's interesting about the Strait of Dover? Actually, I wonder if we've got a better picture down here. Oh well, you can just about make this out. But this is Calais. Yeah, going to Dover. Yeah. Now look what Dover is the dove. Okay. Dover is the dove. The white cliffs. Okay. The purity. Calais. Calais. Thinking about Calais and destruction. Ah, blooming hell, wouldn't that be quite the ritual? Wouldn't that be a hell of a ritual? Yeah. A train ritual, got the tunnel involved, the underground, the French connection. Blooming hell. It would be mental, wouldn't it? And I don't know when if she's where she is right now, whether she's or what she's doing, but it's just blooming hell. That would be absolutely crazy, wouldn't it? So I just did a couple of number jumps. I haven't run a whole bunch because, well, quite honestly, I don't have time to run a whole bunch. But look at the 51 and the 1.5 in the coordinates. Quite interesting, because if we do a couple of little number jumps here, here's the first one I thought we'd better do. So this is the Channel Tunnel opening date through to Rocco Ritchie's birthday, because obviously what comes out of the tunnel at the other end, yeah, the birth of Rocco Ritchie. This is interesting at 229, again with the white wedding. This does tie back into Madonna's birthday in a leap year. Normally her birthday is 228, so this is like going on to the next day. Quite interesting. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. That's interesting. What other number jumps did I do here? This was, I don't think, interesting. This is Guy Ritchie's birthday through 9369. Was there something interesting with this? Oh, it was the 8210 coming up. Back with Bloomin'. We just looked at, with Matthew Perry and what's her face as well. Julia Roberts. Yeah, and the Erin Brockovich storm thing going on. The 8210. Anyway, I'm sure I had another one in here. What was this one? This might be. When did the celebration tour end? So I thought, well, this might be interesting to look at the end of the tour and see if there's a connection there with the run on from the end of the tunnel to the end of the tour, so to speak. So a quick look here, and lo and behold, it was absolutely mental. 1331. Yeah, 1009 57, and it's the 1331st prime. Now I'll tell you why that was interesting, because in Desperately Seeking Susan, that first doorway we see Madonna behind is 1313. I know it's not the same number, but just kind of an interesting connection. If you click this as well, it's the 11th cube. That is absolutely mental. You know, what we're talking about, you know, going to 9-1 is basically from today's day. If Madonna was to die today, we'd be talking about 11 days. Yeah. Now, what did we lose in 9/11? What was lost? What essentially went down into the ground, into ground zero, into the subterranean realm? Yeah, to the sub. What went sub that day was 9/11, the Twin Towers. Yeah, the 11 disappeared. Yeah, into ground zero, into the zero. Yeah, it entered into the metaphysical, or we entered into the metaphysical. This is what we need. This is what's got to be reborn. The number 11. It's 11 days on from 8/20 through to the 9/1 date. So this is pretty interesting. The idea of the birth of the 11 coming out of, you know, the tunnel, coming out of Madonna, so to speak. The rebirth of the number 11. Oh dear, there was another really cool number jump in here. This is it right here. And so again, what I've been saying is that the rebirth is the white wedding. And I mentioned something in the last video. So on the surface, this number doesn't look very interesting. This is the Channel Tunnel, Madonna, and what do we have here? Nothing much interesting. I will say it is interesting in just a second. I'm going to show you why. But if we click this, okay, here we go with we're starting to see the 1005, and you could put a 1 on there if you wanted to include end date as well, so you'd get a palindromic 151 with the coordinates of the tunnel. But if we just click this number now, which is again still the same numerology, 15 numerology, check this out. Oh dear, we're just sticking on plain old Jane old composite numbers here. 8816. Yeah, super duper interesting. Yeah, Madonna's birthday numbers. Okay, so that's really interesting. But let me just take you back to this original number because of the white wedding reference that's in here. And the white wedding is, of course, I just talked about this. I couldn't remember the year, but I talked about Will and Kate. Yeah, Prince William and Kate Middleton. 429 wedding day. Now the year is, I've got it up here. I've got some more stuff to do. I'll maybe do that tomorrow. Here it is. Yeah, Will and Kate's, and you know, this again is a personal reference for me, the name Will and Kate. Okay, but the wedding date, yeah, Friday the 29th of April 2011. This is absolutely mental. We've got those numbers in here. We've got the 11, we've got the 4, we've got the 29. Absolutely crazy. Just absolutely insane. So this idea of the wedding, yeah, I think, you know, boy, I mean, I could whiffly waffle on a little bit longer here, but I'm going to leave it at that. That would be a hell of a ritual, wouldn't it? Yeah. I said maybe it would be like a, you know, if she died, she'd probably hit by a train at a railroad crossing, but this would be the ultimate crossing, wouldn't it? Yeah. You've got the railway line and the water above forming the cross, and you've got the dove on one side. You know, if she was coming back from, let's say, from Italy back to England, man, you'd have the Calais reference, and then into Dover, the dove reference, the dove from above, the returning back of the Holy Spirit. Absolutely mental. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. It was just a thought that I had just while I was going to bed. I was like, I'll just have to come down and do this. So anyway, just some interesting number jumps with that. And like I said, the French connection. Yeah, this is what connects France to England, the French connection. And that film just absolutely loaded. Okay, this is the subway. Yeah, this is the subway. Okay, I hope you're getting all this. All right, thanks for watching. We'll find out if something happens or not. I doubt anything will happen, but you know. All right, good night. God bless.